Couch soldiers, I don't need to tell you this, but the most persecuted group in America is... Exactly. Unanimous. Men. The women are coming for us. There is a war on men.
This is a war on men now.
A war on men and the way men naturally are.
A war on men.
Macho men under attack. 60% of the college graduates are women these days.
This is definitely a male-dominated sport, but the women are taking over.
Ooh. Yes. We men have never been more under attack than we are right now, because we used to not be under attack at all. But suddenly, frothing feminists are forcing men to make the same amount of money as women, and demanding men stop shouting compliments at them on the street. Where am I supposed to shout? In a library? That's illegal. Equality is just a dirty word for making me less special, and that I will fight. So, let's take a look at some of the fronts in this war. Battleground 1.
No, bro.
Tech. He said it so fast you almost don't understand what it is, like a man. Tech. It's no secret that the tech industry has become a fempire. Women now hold a whopping 11% of executive positions. Is there any room for men anymore? But luckily, one fearless engineer is standing up to the code hers.
Google fired James Damore after he said Google discriminated against white men. Damore's memo, which went viral, suggested biology, not bigotry, accounted for gender inequity in tech.
There's constant shaming and attacks against white men within Silicon Valley, and this creates a really toxic environment at Google.
Yeah, Damore is right. Google is a toxic environment for masculinity, or toxic masculinity for short. This whole lawsuit started because Damore wrote and distributed a harmless memo about Google's diversity programs. A puff piece, really, that said, among other things, that the abilities of men and women differ in part due to biological causes, and that women have more neuroticism. And just because he implied that 31% of Google's employees were less fit for their jobs, he was fired. Also, he kept microwaving fish. You can't do that. And now he's suing. It's a real David versus Lady Goliath situation. And let's hope he wins, because if women continue making Silicon Valley into Silicon Sally, what's next? What's next in the tech world? A remote that won't let me fast forward through the kissing parts of action movies? A smart fridge that judges you for only having 3 mustards and a Gatorade? Additional safety checks for Uber drivers to create a safer environment for passengers? I mean, that's ridiculous. Battleground 2.
No, bro.
Drugs. Another arena famously dominated by women. Did you know women get to take twice as many antidepressants as men? Lucky. The women are just hogging all the good stuff. Meanwhile, Big Pharma is kicking men right in the nads.
A study from Denmark that suggests men who take high doses of ibuprofen for long periods of time may reduce their fertility. Ibuprofen disrupted the men's natural production of testosterone, according to the study, and also led to a condition usually seen in middle-aged men that could eventually cause erectile dysfunction and fatigue.
What? Whoa. That news gives me a headache. Maybe I should take a wait, I can't. Because I like boners. Medication that disrupts only male hormones, that is too far. I say we fight back. We should make a pill that women take to reduce their fertility. Yeah. That'll show them. In fact, I say we use government money to fund this pill. And we make it accessible to all women. No exceptions for religious beliefs or whatever. Every insurance company should have to cover this pill. Because male pills should kill our pain, not our mojo. Moving on. Battleground 3.
No, bro.
Yes. Or should I say Battleground C. The ocean has been unwelcoming to men ever since that evil witch turned King Triton into a poop emoji. But recently, we suffered our most severe loss to date.
Rising sea temperatures are turning the green sea turtle population in Australia's Great Barrier Reef female.
What we've seen is more than 99% of all turtles born only being female.
99% of these turtles are female. That's horrible. Except for that one male turtle. Pace yourself, Sheldon. I know what you're thinking, though. With so few male turtles, who's going to defeat the Shredder? April? April? Give me a break. She's part of the MSM. What's she gonna do? Lecture him about Russian banking connections until he dies of boredom? No. Now, scientists would have us believe that this turtlecide is happening because of global warming. We know that global warming is like unconditional love between a father and a son. A hoax. We know what's really happening. Radical leftist sea turtles are coordinating with land feminists to experiment with gene control to curb the male population in humans. Yes, the war on men is that dangerous. Our very survival is on the line. So, consider this a call to action, men. Chuck, play some music from a war movie or a football movie or one of the movies I'm allowed to feel stuff in. Yes, men, this is, okay, I stood up a little too fast, a little dizzy, okay? This is fine, it's fine right here. Men, it's time to man up and stop letting women dominate the conversation by occasionally contributing one or two ideas to said conversation. So men, sit on the train, spread your legs, nice and wide, and get to splaining.